Hello, how are you guys? Today is, I'm sorry, a shitty day. Those two, I just wanted to jump on. I have pies in the oven, and those two National Guardsmen that were shot, what I read, they died. They were from West Virginia. And that poor state, literally poor state. And I have such empathy for people in Appalachia. They just have such a hard time. Oh my gosh, there is a roadrunner that just jumped on the fence. Whenever you see a roadrunner, things speed up, things increase in speed. I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, I just wanted to express my sympathies to everybody, those families. I know it's nothing for me, but I think if we all just send out a prayer of loving energy to those families, and actually, there's other people shot. The people in Washington, D.C. I wanted to just quickly see. He's got troops everywhere, National Guard, and these guys and women. It's such a shit show. I'm telling you. I'm sorry for the language, but it's just so aggravating. So I'm using my new cards. I think I posted on my Seven of Arrows, perfect treachery, uh, and thievery. I posted on my one of my posts. I got these new cards by Jessica Rue, Tarot of the Woodland Wardens. I love them. They do remind me of Beatrix Potter a little bit. But again, this fool, this orange buffoon that's in the office that makes these choices or gets other people to make these choices, and it's illegal. It's already been found by being illegal, but the judge put a stay to the illegality just till they figure out they can move all the troops out. I don't know. A day of Thanksgiving is tomorrow, right? And I'm just so frustrated that this idiot. So I wanted to see if this is going to end the troops in the cities just for shits and giggles is what I used to say. Hope is to have faith. The real issue is fool. The fool is somebody who is just, this can be really naive or innocent and having a leap of faith, but I think in this case it's the fool. The fool that's in charge in the executive branch. The other day, I talked about how certain I am that things are changing around him and all the Republican Party in this administration. The Republicans are going to be moving quicker and quicker. It'll be faster. The speed will pick up about leaving him behind. Um, and how we got here is the lack of movement and this. Do you see his arms are kind of, or that makes it look like his arms are crossed? It's a possum upside down. The hangman, it's waiting. And lack lack of direction, lack of governance. I'm getting a lot of higher cards here. The moon, this is the near future. So this is choices, this is black and white, this is how we're going to get through this. I think this also gives me a sense as the administration and the Homeland Security, Christine Ohm, who is going to go to jail, by the way, because I just feel her down the road going to jail. Pam Bondi too. But this is confusion and in keeping things in the dark. Okay, I think they're not going to tell us everything. I think the suspect, I don't know what, unless he's some sort of liberal Democrat, angry person, they're not going to tell us everything. I also think they're going to do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that are sneaky. And you notice there's a fox in here and it's orange. God, I have so many high cards. How others see us as, the emperor without any clothing. Actually, look at these cards. They're so, otherwise I would be happy to show you guys the bear. That's the emperor. What we don't know yet, things are going to pick up speed. The Page of Wands. That was so weird about that Roadrunner. Page of Wands is information, inspiration. I think somebody's going to take charge. I feel like outside of the Trump administration, and I think they're going to make a show of whoever this is. There'll be other suspect. Well, maybe one. Somebody that knows about it. Somebody that knew about it in the background. that didn't do anything. Action to take or avoid is, so this is already having a plan. They already have it in the works. They're gonna, I mean, I'd be pissed if my family member or whoever got killed. King of Arrows, this is the outcome, probable outcome. Um, and usually upside down, this is deceiving, deceitful, kind of evil and dark is usually when it's upside down. I don't read a reverse. Not that I can't, I just don't want to. And this is somebody who's very decisive and almost, it's just cold in, not in a good way, like in banking, but in a bad way, like in, I want to see people hurt. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. But the divine blessing in all this, gosh, it's going to move quickly and people are going to start to see what is Democrats are donkeys and Republicans are elephants. Is that right? I think the Democrats, the divine blessing in this is the Dems are going to get some positive um, influence over time, not right on this, but in time. I mean, they'll blame everybody about the rhetoric and calling everything for death, but and when it comes to these two guys, if I get into the suspect's energy, I almost feel like ex-military or somebody that's a gun lover, not there mentally. Kind of like that guy who went to all those people's houses in Minnesota, all the Democratic senators and congresspeople, and had a plan. And I feel like that energy. I forget his name. But will they finally stop this and back off with the National Guard? Two of Pentacles. Yin and yang. Not sure. Juggling. I don't think this is going to change anything. In fact, I think the Fool in Chief will probably do more lockdowns, which he can't legally. It is going to be a big kerfuffle. And in a way, it's better. Nothing's better, but there's some time to recover. But I just want to say I'm so sorry for these families, these National Guard or people involved in this, and anybody who's been hurt by this national nightmare that we're living through and the chaos. So let's send, like I said, loving, healing prayers to those families, wrap our arms around them, healing light to all of them, and healing to our nation. One day we'll get through this to the other side. Like I said, it's a messy middle right now. All right, you guys. We'll talk later. Till then, bye.